Hello everyone and welcome to this video. I'm beginning in a disco because I just wanted to show the old disco again. And it's not that long ago since it was updated. I think that was last year when I wrote Pink Galaxy. With a not so successful rainbow festival. I like this part when the particles come on the ground, the lights like that and the walls, I love that. But it's still everything of the old. It feels different when everything is in the old graphics. It just fits, it makes sense. I'm in new SSO at some point. I was really like, okay, Fayetteville needs to get updated. It looks so out of place, so old. But now, in this, when all the graphics are in the old modes, to say so, like generation 1 or 1.5, it makes sense. It looks good. It feels just right. I remember the nights in the disco, chatting and just dancing. It was fun. The tiles changing as well. Love that. I didn't even notice the roses that much on the wall all the time. Those flowers. It's really pretty. Alright, then now time to continue with StorylineQuest. The exciting part, this video, it's going to be all StorylineQuest. StorylineQuest only, so you can enjoy that. The previous ones, it was more bite-sized storyline parts, and this one is just all StorylineQuest. And maybe later I will re-record of my videos and then just upload longer versions of the StorylineQuest, but I don't know about it. It doesn't have a high priority. Oh, I didn't remember that little detail. Peter Pan being Linda's favorite book. Ah, now we're figuring out what happened. The lead and the phone, yeah, and the guess who it is then. The butler. And he's all denying, like, no, I don't know about it, not my number. Yeah. Blaming the butler. Rhymes a little. Yeah, Alex is literally right through those spots. Why not? Yeah, I was like, better not stand in front of this car. Of course, yeah, now you gotta go fast. He can't tell anything. Lips are sealed. Now I was just like, is that car really going to drive all the way? And it is. But how would it continue driving though? Like, it has to go over that bridge. You don't have the best driveways here. No. Of course. We'll follow the page trail. And we're gonna do it fast. Yeah, it's lovely and iconic. But even then, chores like this, or chores, tasks, can be a little boring to watch. So just speeding that up. Then I realized I missed one. And I had to go all the way back to find it. Yeah, in the castle for sure. You already hurt her. I mean, it's a miracle that Alexander herself. Why wouldn't she immediately come together with us? That's way more efficient. Cry to me. Also kind of poetic. Well, it gives us more to do though. Yeah, my poor horse. I couldn't change position now. Yes, she sure recognizes it now. Well, the Baroness is not gonna be too kind. You should learn to keep your little words to yourself, or else something unfortunate may happen to you too. That is really kinda dark, Baroness. Yeah. You're so right, Alex. Oh, we're already going to Elizabeth. This early in the StorylineQuest. I love that. The journey to Valedale.
Oh, yeah.
In Valedale we are. And that is also, I already thought that when reading these dialogues, like, this is probably also going to include the magic test, as having all the powers, and it is. Very soon. Oh, lovely Elizabeth, you deserve a much better end. She doesn't really know either about the test, and then that would be so random. Like, hey, can you just take this stick and do some waving with it near the runes and then see what happens? I mean, sure, at this point you have to realize that this island, it's not entirely normal. There's something more going on, but we just don't yet fully understand why. And like having to do this, that must definitely ring a bell, like, okay, why, what is this? This is also so iconic. And I thought we actually did wave the wand, but we don't. No, I do remember that from another quest, that we did something like that, waving our wand at these rune stones. Maybe that's just further in the quest then. Oh, I'd be so surprised if I had to do something like this and then all these stones just glowing, like, what's going on here? It looks beautiful though, that pink on the green. Pandorian magic seeping in. First time anybody, yeah, you already you feel something there, Elizabeth. He did grow up in Verkrov. Oh? On to Firkrov then, and here we are. Yeah, the track, I'm trying that out in the next video, not this one. This one is just gonna be old StorylineQuest. It was so odd, like the sound stopped as soon as I let my horse rear. That old little ritual of me of rearing the horse and then petting it when leveling up. That is one thing I miss. In this version we cannot yet pet our horse. I would love to be able to do that, but yeah, we can't. Well, it's fine. But yeah, that's one of the first functions and I'm like, okay, that I'm now accustomed to. That I do miss a little bit. Mrs. Packard. Later on, the first day, Pancake Day quest, daily quest. Oh, Sabine, of course. That would be so impolite. Not that Sabine cares, but just out of nowhere cutting something out of a photograph. Sabine really doesn't care. 50-year-old. Yeah, then the quality becomes a little bit less good. Ah, and we go after Sabine again. Cool. You like that. That's an interesting difference too, like in this one we can always catch up to her in this game, but not in new SSO. Like with the race at the Question Festival, we don't even get near her. Yeah, that's an interesting difference. Now, and she just disappears. Now in new SSO, Sabine is super fast, even faster than us. And again, I love the burning hoof prints. But in this one, we could just catch up to her. Sure, also for quest's sake, because if we can't, then we can't continue this quest. How have they changed these quests then? Because it wouldn't make sense if at first, while we are slower and new SSO, less trained and everything, if we then can catch up to her in the old storyline quests, the older ones, but then not later anymore at the Equestrian Festival. So I think they changed these too, probably. But that's not a high priority either. Right now my priority is keeping up with new SSO, all the recent stuff, and doing the quests here on old SSO. And of course when areas get updated in new SSO, but that is part of the keeping up with new SSO. They get updated, then old versus new from that. Well, and once I'm done with the storyline quests on this one, all the quests I mean, then I'm going to focus on the versus videos and seasons of Jorvik for all this, so, and maybe also then making the storyline quest stuff, making it more of a longer video. Yeah, because that's the lovely thing about making chapters. if I want to use that for other videos in the future. I can just easily click that chapter, record that again, and then make a longer version. Sure, we'll go to the mailbox. Like when we had to go physically towards it. Okay, so now they made it even more convenient with staying overnight. It doesn't cost anything. You don't need to relog now, not at all. You just stay overnight and you don't have any less star points. So it's amazing, you can just do it for free. I love that. Otherwise it would cost me all my star coins. Or a lot of my star coins. Changing home stables does cost money in this one, but honestly, when staying overnight is free, I don't mind it so much at all. I was used to that anyways. That's only just recent now that changing home stables has become free in new SSO. Love that. Saved me some star coins. This is so funny because that girl is now standing there. It almost seems scripted, and then just when he's coming, she leaves like, oh, this man's coming, I'm gonna leave. Almost as if it was done like that on purpose, but it's not. I don't know who she is. Dangerous Mr. Sands. Well, not as dangerous as Darko. Yeah, sand and sand, but I mean there's not that much of a difference. Oh, I wonder if that quest, that Pegasus quest, is also present in this game. Could be. But was that already in 2017? I do remember that it was still with Star Stable News, because then it was breaking news, and then we got that quest where our starter horse unlocks its wings, so it could be in this one. When did Star Stable News stop? Wasn't there? It may have been 2018. Well, I don't know, time is just so not necessarily confusing, but like so many things have happened, and then you're like, what year was that again? That event? A day with really bad weather, yeah. Now she reveals everything. Well, would not really want to step on the Baroness' toes though. If she does this, she regrets it now, but she's not a person you want to get in trouble with. Yeah, you definitely should be. People make mistakes with locking somebody up in a castle for a couple of days. That's quite a conscious one. Yeah. Well, Sabine, she does have that a bit though. The Sabine have that too in this game. Kind of hypnotizing powers. Yeah, okay, better to forgive in this guy than work with her if we want to solve this. We don't have many other options either. Better to have the Baroness on your side. I would not want to pick a fight with her if I was like 16 only. Hiding a key in your shoe, like, doesn't that get painful? It depends a bit on where you place it, but that does not seem so comfortable to me. Maybe if you place it a bit to the side, still it's gonna move. And now it's finally about time. It's time! No, not yet, but soon enough. There she is. Poor Linda. At least the carpets seemed a little comfortable, but still. Oh, I love this music. Baroness Boulevard. Oh, Linda, you've been through something. No, I get it. Who would have a blast being locked up like that? Sure, that would be typical Linda, to make the best time of it whilst reading books. Yeah, we're gonna need you, Linda. Things are happening. Yeah, Lisa, we're gonna manage, but Anne, that's gonna be a bit more difficult. Too bad that quest came later. I don't think that's in this game. No. Because it was also when the Soul Riders already had their new designs. But, oh yeah, that's also one of the things. Doing all the storyline quests in new SSO again. When all the graphics, all the characters have been updated. Because I want to know that new storyline quest, but that is like the lowest priority. I want to be done with the versus videos first, so I have some work to do. Got my work cut out for me, yeah, but of course I'm just going to do it over time. I hope to be done with all the quests in this game within about a year, of course. When having to wait for the quest, it takes longer, but now everything is already there, so I can just continue. Again, that winter being mentioned, and I don't know why this didn't have any sound, but oh well. The Herald of a New Age of Darkness. Well, maybe. Sort of. This is also one of the pivotal moments. This is really when you start a new chapter, when you really get more into that adventure. Although we already kind of did, but now, well, you could sort of call it the rite of passage, maybe. Alright guys, that wasn't it for this video. See you again in the next one. Have a good day, morning, evening, afternoon, night, whatever time it is for you. Bye!